This allows you to record what the speaker is saying. You can type notes, and you can handwrite notes as well. Later, you can go back and press play. You can click on the little area in which you were typing, and it'll auto-forward to that part of the recording, so that you don't have to hear the whole presentation over, but you know exactly what you meant. iPad stylus. If you don't already have a stylus, please get one. This is not a Nintendo stylus. This is specifically for iPhones, Androids, and iPads. The ones that are the best are the ones that have a little rubber tip at the end, and you can buy these anywhere from $5 to $25. Yeah, okay, we've all been there. I would much rather be cool, calm, and relaxed walking up to the door like this guy, prepared for a listing presentation, being ready to present on my iPad and not having to fumble around. Some of you may not know what Dropbox is yet, but what this is, it's a document storage system. This allows you to use your desktop computer and store your documents onto the cloud. So you have to do some prep work ahead of time on your computer at home or at your office, and basically everything stays on your hard drive, but whenever you're connected to the internet, you can also transfer your files up to the cloud. Now this is awesome because it's inevitable that a few hours before you go on your listing presentation, the printer fails, right? We've all been there. So instead of fumbling around for a thumb drive or a CD or a disc to have to burn it and run to Kinko, coolly and calmly walk away from your office, go into any computer and log into www.dropbox.com and access your files that are on the cloud. It's great. And now the other thing you can do is you can download the app onto all of your mobile devices. So if you're here in this conference today, anyone have some deals going on? If you get an email or a text message that says, I need this document, again, does that sound familiar? Yeah. So what you can do is you can go into Dropbox and you send a little link. So at the top right, you click that little paperclip and you send a link to the doc so you can still continue your business. Ever have it happen that the Wi-Fi doesn't work at a client's house? Yeah, that happens. So there's some tricks to get away from that so that you have your documents out of Wi-Fi in an appropriate app in your iPad. But again, if you needed to access Dropbox, you could to access your files. So it's really wonderful. I actually tell my clients, and in addition, when you work with me as your listing agent or your buyer's agent, I provide an online transaction management system. And guess what, guys? All I do is invite them to the folder for their file. So every time I have a fully executed document, it's filed very nicely and organized very nicely into a filing system that they have online access to. I can invite their attorneys, I can invite their CPAs, anyone else that they prefer. Keynote. Keynote is an app. It is Apple's solution to PowerPoint. It's about $9.99, and basically, again, it's just like PowerPoint, but it's for your iPad. A free Realtor.com keynote presentation that you can use to get started with your listing presentation. So it's something that's a tool that you can walk away with, and you can utilize it to get started. You can also go to marketing.realtor.com/iPad. I just want to warn you, it's a zip file, so sometimes it's hard to open it on your iPad. That's why I'm willing to email it to you if you would like. TomX, and it's at my name at tamarasuminski.com. Okay, PDF expert. Does anyone here already have their client sign on their iPad? By the end of this few days, I hope that all the hands that have iPads go up in the room, because there's no reason why we can't use this technology. So PDF Expert is about $9.99, and it's an awesome app. It is wonderful. All you have to do is open up the PDF into the app. So again, you want to get it out of that Wi-Fi zone and get it into the PDF Expert app, which means you don't need Wi-Fi to access the document once it's in that file. So PDF Expert, as you can see at the bottom right, this was one that I just tested last night for these slides, and I was able to just initial right there on the document. So what's our objective when we go on a listing appointment? Signature. We don't have to fumble with paper. Just put it into PDF Expert and have them initial, have them sign, email them a copy, and now you're ready to go and you're a mobile agent. Okay, risk management. When you're taking classes and they tell you all the things that you should and shouldn't do, and you walk out so scared that you may not want to sell real estate again, one of the things they say is have backup, have proof. So right now, the challenge is, some of the things I hear from agents is they feel like, oh, when I get inspection report or a preliminary report, I have to run back to the office to print it and read it. PDF Expert, you can use it as a viewer. So you can, this is an example of an actual preliminary report that I received this year, and there, right on there was an abstract of judgment. Could that affect the sale of the house? Absolutely. So it's huge. So you can highlight it, you can circle it. I wrote on the bottom, this could be an issue, please call me. And now I'm able to email that off to my client. Okay, so how about printing? Are we printing from our iPads? You can print from your mobile devices, guys. So some of the printers that are out there are already Wi-Fi enabled. I'm not going to tell you which app is the best because it depends on the printer you already have. If you're not quite sure which one's compatible, Google the question. I promise you someone has asked the question before you. You've been out showing property all day. You want to encourage them to write an offer, so you write it up in Starbucks. And for whatever reason, they really want to hold the piece of paper. You can print remotely, and by the time you get back to your office, it's sitting there waiting for you. Splashtop is an awesome app that allows you to access your desktop computer remotely. So you can do everything you would in your computer, and you can access and see things the way they look in your computer. Open Home Pro. This app will make you want to buy an iPad, I promise. The app is about $3.99, and what it does is it allows you to capture the client's sign-in when they come in. All you really do is upload as many photos as you want, so you're creating a customized website, and the app is $3.99, but you can use this forever, so you can do as many as you want. You're uploading unlimited photos, so you're creating a website. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then when you get to the open house, you type up some information about the property in advance. It takes 10-15 minutes max. The first person comes through, you click Start Open House. And this is what they see. They get to sign in. And then when you end the open house, something magical happens. It sends them all this email, thanking them for coming to your open house. You haven't even put your signs away yet, so it's already following up with them for you. And then what it does is it gives them your information. So the email comes from Open Home Pro, but when they reply, the response goes back to you. And they can click, it'll show pictures of the property, it'll show the Google Maps, and then it'll also show them the custom website. And then what it also does is it emails you all of their CSV information in a CSV file. So you get to have all of the client contact information, so you can download it into your own database as well. If you go to a site called Google, GOO.GL, it allows you to shorten a URL. And you want to copy and paste the URL and send it to your client or your friend. The URL is like a mile long. All you do is you copy that and you paste it into GOO.GL, and it'll give you a really short little URL. Better and easier to market. But let's take it a step further. After you've done that, you can then click a button called Details, and a free QR code will pop up. Go to GoDaddy.com. Purchase a domain name. What's the address? 123 Main Street? 123main.com. Purchase that for $13 or $12 or $13 for the year. Forward that funny little URL to that, and now you can market 123main.com, and you just created a free property website that's beautifully branded, that's got all of the beautiful pictures. Set it out to social media, and you're not really thinking or doing much at all. So that's Open Home Pro. I'm telling you, that is the best app on the planet. It's wonderful for realtors. It's wonderful for agents. Everyone should be using it. Okay, Card Munch. Who's an iPhone user? This is actually really an iPhone app, but I want to share it for iPad. If you're an iPad 2 or an iPad 3 user, you have a little camera on your iPad, so you can download iPhone apps. This is awesome for being here at this conference. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to network? Are you going to meet each other? Are you going to pass referrals? Are you going to get more business? Okay, so how many cards are you going to collect? A lot. My quest for you guys is to collect a lot of cards. Use the Card Munch app, and what you do is you take a quick snip of every card, and it sends it to a human to transcribe it. They transcribe it, and it comes back in, and it's set in your contacts, and you're done. Okay, so hopefully you learned some great tips for your iPad today. There's a lot of stuff we could cover. If you email me at tomx@tamarasuminski.com, it's right up here on the right. I'm happy to get you the Realtor.com free keynote listing presentation, and then my Facebook and my Twitter handle are there as well. Thank you very much, you guys.